Hey there, guys. I hope you're having a good afternoon. Um, I just thought I'd do this little video on kind of going back over some basics, and I thought I'd just discuss how I how I kind of interpret some of the more basic things. Um, Now, I thought I'd just go over the support and resistance lines and just kind of draw some out, map them out, and see where we go. You know, with some current some current live markets. So. Um, Yeah, I remember when I first started trading about 6 months ago. I'd never looked at a chart before, and excuse me, I've got a bit of yeah, I'd never looked at a chart before, and it's pretty daunting. I mean, you kind of look at this and you go, "Wow, it's such an alien environment. What is going on here? It just looks like chaos, basically." But the more you read and learn things and just purely look at the charts, every day, the more you kind of realize it is chaos, but it can be organized chaos in a way. Um, so yeah, it's always great to kind of pick up those kind of basics and understand, you know, where the kind of psychology comes into the price patterns and how people react to different things and how how it all transpires into either the market's going up or down um, with change. So I'll just go through maybe some Bitcoin Cash for a minute and just show what's going on here. So I like to trade on the hourly chart. I also like to trade 30, 15 minutes and 5 minutes if I'm feeling pretty energetic for the day and I've got a lot of energy and time. Because the quicker you get on the charts, or the less, the more candles you see for a less time period, um, the quicker you need to be able to react, to your alarms, or whether you're just looking at the charts, you need to be there and kind of monitoring as you go. So let's just have a look here, and I'll look at the hourly and show you kind of some support and resistance areas on this. So obviously it varies massively as well from timestamp to timestamp. So I'll start with hourly and then we'll move inwards and have a look at what's happening like on a smaller time scale. So I like to interpret support and resistance as where the price will touch a certain point 3 times. Um, so if we have a look down here, we can draw a nice neat support line just down the bottom here. So that would be a nice support base for the last few days, and that'll probably continue for the next day or two until there's an even bigger change and movement in the market. So there's a nice bit of support there. As you can see, it's touched one, two, three, four times. So I'd count that as a nice little support line. And as you can see down here, it kind of got close to this support here and then just boosted up and broke through what was resistance. So as you can see here, I can draw a nice support base here. But if we extend this out, let me change my drawing. So if we extend this out to, what's going on here? It's not working for me. Here we go. So if we extend this out to the other, I'll just do this over this way. That base, as you can see, became a nice a nice resistance line once the price broke through the support right here. So as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 3, 4 points where it touches as a base support line, and then once that breaks through, you know, a lot of sellers got involved and pushed the price right down about 30%. And then obviously the buyers came in, saw that it was super cheap down here, and then came in, pushed the price back up. And as you can see, if we zoom in here, you can see that new resistance point was tested, and this happens at every point along the way, or 90% of points along the way. If you can start to read these support resistance lines, you can kind of get an idea of where you should be buying. Oh, you can kind of get an idea of where you should be buying. You know, anywhere along here would be good. And then obviously where you should be selling, which is close to that resistance point right there. And as you can see, it came back down, tested that new base, that support line there, and and it did so on multiple occasions, and it got pushed back up to a nice new hefty bit of profit there. And then as you can see here, it tested that that support point again, and then and then a lot of buyers for that day got involved and pushed the price right up, as you can see here. Broke through that this resistance line right here, and you know, created a new base right there, as you can see. So if we go back a little bit, excuse me, I've got something wrong with my throat. I think I need some water. So yeah, as you can see here, cracked through this resistance point right there. This was today, or late yesterday actually, and cracked through that resistance point right there. A lot of buyers got involved, and then what happened is, and this is where you can look at your intraday trading. So this is within 24 hours. We'll look at what's happened within that 24 hours. Oops. So it's cracked through that resistance right there. It's come back down to test that support base right there. And then obviously the buyers have just gone, nah, you're not going to push the price any lower. And the price just rocketed way up here. I can't even see how high that went. Zoom out. It's gone pretty high. It's gone up at least 30% from this point right here. About 40, 50, 60%. About 40% I'd say overall. So if we look at an intraday level, so this is in the last 24 hours, we can start to draw some support resistance lines within that 24 hours. So obviously right here we've got that nice support base that's continued along the way. So that'll continue to act as a strong support, I think. And until you know, the sellers say otherwise, and they want to push the price way back down again. But as you can see, the price skyrocketed up, and then the sellers got involved, took their profits, brought the price back down. It's hit that resistance point almost, and then it's been pushed back up. So you could kind of see a potential resistance point happening right here. As you can see, it did break up right there, but as you can see over here, it's struggling to get back over that price again where it touched on multiple occasions. So if you're trading on an intraday level, you can look at this and look at, you know, a bunch of potential points to buy and sell. So you could be making you know, 10% profits, 5% profits with each trade. And if you're making, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these trades a day, that's 20% within, you know, just a nice comfortable day of trading. That doesn't even include what you'd be trading on the hourly charts over the you know, the multiple days and taking advantage of these swing trades. So you could have seen this breakthrough right here, and then bought way down here, and then obviously sold up there like I said earlier, and then you could have bought again back down here at that base. You know, anywhere along here is a good buying point, and then sold, you know, along the way up here, and then seeing this nice little argument throughout the day today, and today and late yesterday. My drawings obviously tend to fuck up if I zoom in. Yeah, and obviously seeing that this nice little argument over the last 24 hours, you can get involved and make some nice profits along the way. So I think, as I said earlier, if you can understand these support and resistance lines, I'm not saying that, it's the only thing you need to understand, but if you can understand that as a strong basic, then you can take advantage of that and use your other skills as well that you learn along the way, just to to make nice profits along the way. You could even look at a daily chart if you're a super busy person and trade off of that. So I mean, you could look at this one day and go, yeah, we've got we've got a support line right here, and then look, it's tested that support line, that resistance line right there with this big push up as well. So seeing this, you could have been buying down along the way, especially down here, and then one day your alarms go off, or you set a little sell, you set a little take profit right there, and look, you've made a healthy what is that? That's about 20-30% almost. So yeah, it's definitely something to understand, and I'll make some other videos as I go if you guys show some appreciation for this one, and just let me know what you like and don't like, or what you want me to include. Or if you have any questions, just please ask. I'm enjoying learning along the way, and if I can help anybody out with some of the things I've picked up as well, it'd be good to then share that, and we can all kind of better ourselves together. So yeah, let me know in the feedback, and subscribe, like if you like my videos, and stay in touch.